It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential?
His upside. He just turned 19 on August 11th of this past summer, and what he did in Summer League blew my mind. Was first-team All-NBA Summer League, averaged 24 points, shooting 47% from the field. This kid has every chance to be a star.
Into the front court comes Collison. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oladipo into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Collison. A fundamental shot right there.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
New York Knicks basketball. To Kevin Knox. Nothing going here on that drive. Kevin Knox. From long range, he was all over him. Screen coming. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The pass set it all up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Oladipo. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Here comes the screen. Goes to the left side. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Pulled down by Sabonis. Gets to the basket and scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Indiana with the basketball. Collison to Turner. Surveys the floor. Short jumper stays out.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Count it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat, and I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Collison. Tough shot. Well defended. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Oladipo to Collison. Fine to shoot. Collison's shot won't fall. To Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox powers it through.
If you didn't dunk that,
The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next.
Pacers with the possession. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
it's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Here comes the screen to Kevin Knox. Rebound cleared by the Pacers. Collison into the front court. 10-all is our score. Here comes the screen. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Pacers control. Collison to Oladipo. Lets it fly from long range. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Kevin Knox. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Into the front court comes Collison. 14-10 the score. Count the bucket for two.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
You got to get up on that. Hey, watch the screen, man.
Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana to Oladipo. Has a look. He's looking for that touch. Shot from the lane won't go. It's Indiana basketball. Oladipo to Turner. Jay, sum it up. Why was Victor Oladipo the most improved last year?
Because he was no longer Robin. Victor Oladipo has become Batman, and he attacks the game the same way Russell Westbrook does.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. San Antonio Spurs 2-4, Los Angeles Clippers 5-2.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. can't connect.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Short jumper misses. Smith into the front court. The score, 14-all. And scores. Great body control, Jay, as he ran down the lane.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Chicago Bulls 3-4, Portland Trail Blazers 3-3.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Smith shot, no good. Oladipo into the front court. Down just a couple. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Here comes the screen. That one's going to be out of bounds. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Minnesota Timberwolves 2-4, Denver Nuggets 2-4.
Joseph with it. Looking to make something happen. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. To Payton. Has a chance. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
To Evans. Nothing going here on that drive. To Young. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore. Hey, double screen.
Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Indiana with the basketball.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Los Angeles Lakers 5-2, Memphis Grizzlies 2-4.
And strokes it. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Quarter comes to an end. The Pacers have the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Hayden with the basketball. Down two. To Dennis Smith Jr. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Pacers with the possession.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Probing.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Tyreek Evans sends it away. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 69% at the line. First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Joseph with it. His team up by 1. And it's Payton there for the rebound. Kevin Knox to Payton. Fires the 3. That's a 4th shot from Elfrid Payton. Off the mark. Evans. To Matthews. Rebound hauled in by New York. Payton to Dennis Smith Jr. Knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Curling inside. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. Payton into the front court. Leads 1. Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Evans. Here comes the screen. Tyreek Evans, defended by Nerlens Noel. The screen sets him up for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Payton. Smith to Payton. Can't connect. Joseph with it. Down a point. To Young. Evans. Screen coming. Young. Knox with the board. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and 1.
New blood coming in for both sides. Nerlens Noel trying to cash in on a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Collison to Evans. To Collison. Matthews. Oh, Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
It's rebounded by Indiana. Evans to Collison.
Right.
Young to Evans. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Knicks with the basketball. Knocked loose. Nothing going here on that drive. And the finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Collison on a pass stolen by the Knicks.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Austin Rivers to Kevin Knox.
Hey, watch the screen, look.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. The follow won't go either. Evans to Young. Thaddeus Young. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Fires the three. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Matthews matched up with Noel. To Evans. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Young to Evans. Trying to cash in. A shot by Young, no good. Count the basket inside.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
Oladipo not going down here. And stuffs it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Screen coming. Oladipo. Short jumper off the mark. Shot from the lane won't go. Count the basket at the rim. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Defense making the ball carrier work. Kevin Knox. Oh, had him going there for a second. Short jumper stays out. Evans. Has a look. Shot by Bogdanovich off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oladipo into the front court. Now down 6 to Turner. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Rivers. Screen coming. Austin Rivers. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. To Turner. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Possession lies with New York. Austin Rivers. Collison into the front court. Down 6. Oladipo to Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Darren Collison. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Knocked loose. Pacers come up with it. Young. Can't connect. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Smith now into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Kevin Knox. Baseline drive. Second effort. Slams it home on the putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Oladipo into the front court. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Deep right corner. Young. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Won't go down. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. Time expires on the quarter. The Knicks have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Knicks will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Pacers aren't down by much after 2 quarters.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
Have a look at the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Steals.
We're seeing a lot of steals in this game, and it's not been one-sided. Each of the teams in this matchup have been aggressive on defense and getting some positive results.
Player of the half.
Robinson. And his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Pacers control. Oladipo.
Screen.
Not done yet. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Into the front court comes Collison. The deficit is 6. Here comes the screen. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And he'll head to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Team foul number 1. For the New York Knicks. Number 12 to the line, shooting 2.
Knocks down the first. able to convert on both free throws. It's Indiana basketball to Oladipo.
Offensive foul to number 33, Miles Turner.
Beyond the arc for three. Another chance. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
Collison into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Has a chance, gets a look, can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Collison. Down to 5 on the 24. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shakes free and hits.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Bogdanovich with the rebound. To Oladipo. Short jumper won't go down. The possession lies with New York. To Kevin Knox. Here's a chance from long range.
Victor Oladipo. That's his second personal.
And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Indiana with the basketball. Collison. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
It's Sabonis with the rebound. Into the front court comes Collison. He'll run the offense. Oh, Miles Turner. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Here comes the screen. rebound belongs to Indiana. Collison into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Mitchell Robinson rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Pacers with the possession. Collison to Turner. Takes stock of the floor. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox. Pacers have it. Collison to Matthews. To Collison. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Collison. Here comes the screen. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Collison. Shot by Bogdanovich, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Pacers control. Collison. Probing the defense. To Collison. Has a chance. Off the mark. Well contested. To Kevin Knox. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. Domantas Sabonis. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy. Timeout here for the Knicks as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, New York.
Smith. And count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Indiana basketball. To Matthews. Surveys the floor. 4-3. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
To Young. Thaddeus Young. He's 3 for 7.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Smith with the basketball. Leads 3. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
To Young. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Thaddeus Young at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 67%. Missed the foul shot. To Dennis Smith Jr. Jay, I wouldn't confuse this team with the Houston Rockets, but there is no question the Pacers are built to play fast.
Yeah, one of the fastest teams in the league, and I think depth this year will help them towards the latter part of the season, particularly in the playoffs. Last year, you felt like you saw Victor Oladipo get a little bit tired, but now due to better conditioning, you add on a guy like Tyreek Evans, you have guys like Corey Joseph. This team is loaded with depth.
For 3, and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Smith. Shot won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Screen come.
To Evans. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Kyle O'Quinn at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
For New York, number 20.
And gets both to drop at the line.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Curling inside. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. That's the end of the quarter with the Pacers in the lead. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. And they watch that halftime lead slip away. Now they find themselves down on the scoreboard.
Ed, so many times I see teams with the lead play a lot more loose. They start trying things that are uncharacteristic of how they play. This team right now needs to go back to the way they played in the first half. Continue to execute with that kind of mindset and that mentality.
To Oladipo. Young. Shot clock winding down. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Smith with it up top, trailing by 4. Deep 2 there, won't go. Joseph with it, looking to make something happen. To Oladipo. Screen coming, Oladipo, guarded by Nerlens Noel. Slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark. Lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Indiana with the basketball. To Evans. Nothing going here on that drive. That's no good. Hayden with the basketball. Down 4 to Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Dennis Smith Jr. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Here comes the screen. Corey Joseph, defended by Nerlens Noel. To Oladipo. Has a look. Can't connect. Hayden into the front court. His group now down 2. To Dennis Smith Jr. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. To Young. Screen coming. Victor Oladipo. And that's rebounded by Payton. To Dennis Smith Jr. To Payton. New York with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Defender was right there. He has to know better. And draws the foul.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Team foul number 1.
Nerlens Noel. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good.
Subbing in for the New York Knicks.
Goes 2 for 2. Oladipo into the front court. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. To Turner. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Short jumper misses. Hayden with the basketball. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Shot by Smith, off the mark. Joseph with it. He'll run the offense. To Young. Thaddeus Young. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Hayden to Kevin Knox. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Oladipo into the front court. All even here in the fourth. Nothing going here on that drive. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Shot by Bogdanovich off the mark. New York in control of the basketball. To Dennis Smith Jr. Hayden to Dennis Smith Jr. Has a look. The shot missed by Smith. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Curling inside. Can't connect from in close. Hayden into the front court. Lead is 2. Here comes the screen. Hayden. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
To Collison. Nothing going here on that drive. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Collison. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Oladipo into the front court. The deficit is 6. Mitchell Robinson snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Into the front court comes Collison. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. To Collison. Oladipo. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Perfect feed to set up the basket. Oladipo into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Collison. Now a step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Entering the game for the New York Knicks, number 9.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Oladipo into the front court. Margins 8. Here comes the screen. Collison to Turner. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
New York Knicks basketball. The Pacers come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Young. From the painted area, won't go down. Into the front court comes Smith. Up by 6. The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Collison to Young. Collison. Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Bojan Bogdanovic trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Knicks with the basketball. Austin Rivers. Here comes the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Sizing up the defense. Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark. Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo to Collison. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Victor Oladipo. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kevin Knox. Off the mark. Collison into the front court. 5-point game. Oh, you can't do that.
A simple touch foul.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Substitutions, New York. One minute left in the fourth quarter.
Trying to cash in. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
To Kevin Knox. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Mitchell Robinson sends it away. That's his third block this evening. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Accepting non-perishable food items for homeless in our community. Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
That's usually one that he'll knock down. It's a victory for the Knicks as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks edged out a close victory in today's game. The statistic that seemed to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New York Knicks. The Pacers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Robinson seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the New York Knicks. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.